How would you like to get to a point where you can start attracting money from all sorts of areas in your life? Back in 2003, I had this concept, which was a belief system called a glass ceiling. That glass ceiling was that I could see the opportunity through it, but I just couldn't get there. That glass ceiling was called the 6 figures concept. You know, many of us talk about 6 figures, and I could never ever earn 6 figures. And I found one amazing thing, and that is that our beliefs stop us from creating our dreams. And so what I did is I started doing some work on my beliefs, and I can remember the particular day I had an office in the Rialto. And if you've ever been in that office, in any of the offices, you'll know that it's glass from the very floor right up to the ceiling. And I remember standing right up against the glass, and I was thinking about what would it really be like to be a multi-millionaire. I mean, truly, what would it actually feel like? What would it taste like? What would it smell like? What would it look like? What would it sound like? And I began to realize that for the first time in my life, I really pondered, if I was to be a multi-millionaire, what would I be giving back to the world in order to create that transformation or that transition of energy? A weird thing happened. Within a few minutes of doing this as a process, what actually occurred for me is a phone call. And I turned around, I was in my office, I picked up the phone, and in that one phone call I made half a year's salary. I did it again, and I made another half a year's salary. The interesting thing was the difference between the first amount and the second amount was exactly $1,000. Now, I can't remember which one was higher, which one was lower, but the thing that was most profound is that all of a sudden, in 2 phone calls, I had created an entire year's salary. Then I began to think about that perhaps I put a ceiling on this as well, because the 2 amounts were so close. So what I then did is I then did it again. But this time I made a whole year's salary in the next phone call. Now, these were not phone calls I was making to someone else. These were phone calls coming into me. Now, of course, I know the pragmatists and the skeptics will say, yeah, but you obviously created that. Yes, I did. And you do too. You create your world. Your whole experience is based on your belief system. And when you begin to start shifting and changing some of your belief systems, then you can create anything in your life. My suggestion to you is that you begin to ask yourself this question: what beliefs am I holding on to in order to perpetuate my current life? And if your current life is fantastic, do not change your beliefs. But if your current life isn't what you want it to be, then begin to change your beliefs. Now, I'm going to be providing a lot of these YouTubes with ways that you can do that, the actual pragmatic ways that you can do that. But here is a start. I wrote a book back in 2004. It's called The Secrets of Creating a Life Beyond Limits. That's the start. If you really want to experience it and actually do the processes where you learn to shift your beliefs, then come to one of our NLP training programs, or come to Breakthrough. But check out our website, www.lifebeyondlimits.com.au, and do yourself the favor of interrogating your beliefs, the ones that keep you stuck, and changing the ones that need to be shifted, and start living a life beyond limits. My name is Schnabel. Thank you for listening. Talk to you real soon. Bye for now.